Hey guys, Paul Bird, Backyard Engineering here. So, I've got this battery now. I've had this battery for going on 20 odd years. It's actually been in my loft for the last 20 years. It was a good battery at one time. I think the only reason that I chucked it up in the loft is because I was going to do a 12 volt DC light circuit. But a buddy of mine, he's bought this COE truck, and we were after batteries, and I thought, hey, I got one of these in the loft. So taking it down, and there's absolutely dead. It was absolutely nothing. I had no continuity across it. I had it on charge on the battery charger for 2 days, and it still had 0 voltage. It was just registering as a millivolt. So the acid which is in here isn't very, in fact it's non-existent. So all I'm doing is I'm defurling this battery at the moment. So ampage and voltage, they are in relation to each other. So I'm currently chucking 41 volts into this battery at, what am I at now? Is that 15 or is that 16? That's currently 16, so that's 16 amps. So this can go up to 130. So 130 works out about 3 volts. So when it gets to about I think it's about 85, 90, then it's throwing out the 14.4 which I want, and I can obviously get the 14.4 on the multimeter once I actually get up there. But because this has got no tang in it whatsoever, all I'm doing is I'm just basically defurling it at the moment. I don't know if the camera can pick up. Yeah, the camera can pick up the smoke there. That's not actually smoke, that's hydrogen sulfide gas. So highly flammable. Don't do this in a confined space. Once they all start fizzing and blowing like that, then what I'm going to do is, I've got a couple batteries which are totally dead. There's no continuity at all inside them, which basically means that the cells have broken down, so there's not 12 anymore, and the only way of doing that is to open the battery up, take the whole lot out, replace plates, put it in. It's not worth it. I've got some batteries, so once I've defurled this one, I'm hoping to get that up to get the TIG welder up to 90, and then what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to empty out the electrolyte out of this, and I'm going to refill it with some electrolyte out of some dead batteries, and that should bring this battery back to life again. But yeah, I think I tipped this battery at some time, and that's why I'm getting no acid. There's no tang to it at all. You can just taste that it's just the pure distilled water which I put back into there to defurl it. So yeah, so basically what you do is you take any sort of like welder which has got an MMA function on it, which is to me is stick welding, arc welding. Controllable, because you really want to be able to adjust the amps, and then it's the same as this one. I can set my TIG welder up to MMA, so we're up to 17 now, which has dropped us down to 41.73. so we really want to get that to 14.4 because that's what a car alternator gives out, but obviously at the full 90 amps that the TIG welder will be giving, which is about the same as a 110 amp alternator, basically. You know, it's like, it's the same as starting up your car on a dead car battery and giving it a rev for a minute. You know, your car will start. You know, it will take, because you've thrown 90 amps through an alternator in it, which isn't always a good thing. But your car alternator is regulated at around 90 amps, 14.4 volts. So you don't basically burn out your battery. This will start throwing in 17 volts at 100 and whatever amps. I don't know. I'm not a chemist. But as this goes up, I shall put up later on in the video on how it's done. But yeah, all you basically got is you've got your positive and negative at the front there, so you can actually use your MMA grip and just a piece of bar, and then just mold grip it to the battery. But I just happen to have 2 earth leads, so, and the earth lead connection is the same on both sides because it's switchable. So yeah, what are we at now? 14.4, 14.15 ish. I will add to this video in about half hour or so and see how we get on.